What is going on, managers, and welcome back to a brand new video from me. Today we're looking at a brand new tactic, running a few tests and seeing how it gets on. It's a variation of the diamond formation, so hopefully this can run through and we can get some results. So first I ran it through with Bayern Munich. I thought I'd give it a whirl with them, and as you can see, we've absolutely gone madness with it. We won the league by 2 points. I say madness, but we won the league by 2 points. But we did get Sadio Mane 21 goals. Thomas Muller was our main average high assistant, and also Kimmich was getting the most assists for us as well. Matthijs de Ligt again is a 95% pass completion, obviously playing out at the back there. But you can see here, we got second highest goal scorers with 70 goals, and we got 20. We only conceded 20 goals for the whole season, which was the best in the league. That is absolutely phenomenal for us. To only concede 20 goals in the whole season is absolutely bonkers. As you can see on the XGs here, it is absolutely crazy. 2 goals per game. We were expected a 2.21, so we underachieved on that with 19 shots per game. You heard that right. 19 shots per game is crazy. Fouls against was 18, frustrating the oppositions. 88% pass completion, 24% cross completion, and 20 dribbles per game is absolutely madness. It's unreal, this formation is as well. We were only conceding 0.59 goals a game. Let that sink in. 20 goals for the whole season in the Bundesliga is mad. Tackles attempted as well was 27, so we were a little bit less than the average in the league as well, which is not too bad. That's perfectly fine. It just means we were forcing the opposition to give away the ball more than us tackling, getting the ball off them that way. Tackles ratio, we were higher as well. 75% of our tackles we actually won, so when we did put tackles in, we were pretty effective with them as well. Interception, blocks, and clearances, purely because we weren't allowing them to get into that type of area, didn't mean that the tactic was needed to be that way. So great stuff to see that. And fouls per game is below average as well on the league, so we are, above average, sorry, I always get confused. It's always opposite when it's attacking. So we were conceding too many fouls as well compared to the rest of the league, but only by 2, which is perfectly fine. So as you can see, the tactic is working very, very strongly. It's scoring goals and it's not conceding goals as well. And as you can see, it did win us the Bundesliga. Also, it did win us the Champions League against Liverpool. We got a 4-2 victory against Liverpool in the final of the Champions League. So it's a Champions League winning tactic as well. So there is great success with this as well, with all competitions as well. Unfortunately, we lost out on the Pokal against Borussia Dortmund, but we did win the Super Cup as well. So it was actually Borussia Dortmund that got the most goals. They scored 10 more than us, but we did concede the fewest shots, 30 less than anyone else in there as well. We actually maintained the most possession as well, managing 78% possession as well, which is great to see. Most dribbles, we were just shy by 100, but we still inflicted very much damage on the dribbling there as well. Least conceded, we knew about 7 less than anyone else. Clean sheets, we got 18 for the whole season, so that is another fantastic story there as well. Pass completion was 88%, just 2% past anyone else, so really strong dribbling ability and passing the ball and getting it down on the field is glorious to see there as well. Some great statistics in there, but you guys are going to be asking, what the hell is the tactic? And the variation of this diamond formation is this right here, and it works absolutely wonderfully as well. As you can see, we've got a ball-winning midfielder that sits there, Segundo Volante, that pushes forward as well as getting involved in the defensive duties, whilst we have a Mazzola in there as well to try and get the ball and move it along. Yes, we are playing Musiala as a Mazzola. You wouldn't think that would work, but it absolutely does work. Thomas Muller gained the most averages per game as well. As you can see, playing as that shadow striker, just connects a little bit more with Gnabry and Mane, becoming that 3. As you can see there, the link's been absolutely perfect with us as well, doing a great success with him there. Also playing Alphonso Davies as an inverted wing back, so when the Mazzola does push up into that half circle there, we do have another one sitting back. So we at nearly all times, we have 3 midfielders in there. So anyone coming and pushing back, we have 3 blockers, whilst the other 3 defenders are just sitting there back waiting for anyone to get through, which 9 times out of 10 they don't. That's why we only conceded 20 goals this season. But it's a great way to try and get the ball back with our defenders and our inverted wing back. And then we'll still have 4 players pushing forward if the ball goes long. That's why there's not many blocks, there's not many clearances, because the ball's getting pumped to us and we pick up possession and go again with it. So we play on a very positive kind of mentality there, as you can see there. And also we have shorter passing with a higher tempo. We play fairly wide, we just leave that on normal. We play out to defense as well, and we run at the defenders. You could be more expressive on here to let them have a bit more creative freedom, but we haven't really gone for that. We've just allowed them to kind of stick to what they need to do. especially with Pavard pushing forward as well as that wing back, as well as the Vol both getting forward. There is options all around for passing ability and just being patient on the ball to open up and find passes and find gaps, allow the strikers and attackers to make more movement, where we keep the ball in the midfield, try and wait for that possession play. Also, we have it on counter and counter press, just basic there in the transition. Don't need to do anything crazy. And then in the outer possession, we have much more trigger press. We prevent the goalkeeper distribution, we get stuck in. That's why we got a lot of yellow cards, 120 yellow cards. That does need fixing a little bit because it's quite crazy how many that is. But we do have a high press and a higher line of engagement with a much higher defensive line. So we're really up there eliminating them to get anything past us. But we do have Matthias de Ligt here, who really is very fast with 13-13. And then we have Upamecano as well, who has 15 and 17 pace there. So we can really use that line. And you got Alphonso Davies on the wing. Pavard's not the fastest, but he can still do a job there and get back. So we can really play that high line of a defensive line purely because we've got the speed, the acceleration, the pace to get back when we need to and slot back in there. We've just got a few things on our defenders as well as in some instructions. Both playing as ball playing defenders, they have been left alone. They don't need to do anything there, but we do have Pavard to cross more often and stay wider to get the ball forward for us. And then also Alphonso Davies has shoot less often. We don't want him shooting. We want him to be a creator of the ball and not getting all messed up with like taking long shots from silly ranges and stuff like that. So we've had him to shoot less as well. That's pretty much how the tactic is played out. There is no more instructions on them. There's no opposition instructions as well. As you can see there, we have no opposition instructions as well. We just let it play out and let it do the job, and they've done that quite well. So we're going to go through a couple of goals, show you just exactly how the tactic works and how it sets out in the game, because there it looks a little bit like, whoa, what's going on? But I'll show you how it sets out in game. As you can see for the build up here, we have Upamecano here. We also have Mane, who's dropping back. We also have de Ligt, and then we also have Sanchez there playing as our kind of our back four, because you can see here Alphonso Davies has got really forward playing that inverted winger there. He has got really forward to get involved, so Mane's just dropped off to get that ball back here. But we see we have Sabitzer there as well as Thomas Muller, as well as Musiala, and we have Mazareu there, all getting involved in these games and getting involved in the attacking duty as we just pass the ball around, be a little bit clever. There's always a player in the middle. You can see in the defensive, in the midfield and that, we always offer a pass. Just look how we set up here. So we have three players back here. We have de Ligt, Upamecano. There is our DM as Kimmich as well, our ball-winning midfielder. Then you look at our midfield. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 players there, all getting in midfield, and our wing-backs pushing forward as well, allowing us to have that extra one, where you have Thomas Muller as our shadow striker, and we also have Mane there getting involved in the game. There are so many options. It's a unfortunate event for them as Brunner just misplaced kicks that, but it's a great ball across, and there is Mane to pick up that loose ball. Once again, we're on the attack. Alphonso Davies pushing forward. We do have him on attack, so he is pushing forward as well. Once again, we have our 2 centre-halves there, so pretty much we're playing with 3 centre-halves, if you want to look at that way, because Kimmich is that ball-winning midfielder, just sits back, just sits in between the two, and these are getting marked. You can see there, our right back looking over there, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 players all just sitting in, just waiting to get that ball as well. Thomas Muller as that shadow striker lurking in there as well. The ball comes through from Alphonso Davies. Kind of does this all on his own, pushes it round, and even though we have everyone shoot less, even though he's in the box there, you've got to let him have that time and let him have that shot. Once again, Alphonso Davies being a big threat, passing it all the way across. Ball comes through. Great save, but good pressure there. Thomas Muller brings it past, and Musiala gets that ball in the back of the net. There's a lot of high press here, and then once again, as you can see, Alphonso Davies is really up there getting involved, dragging this number 10 out as well. So there's only one striker here now. So number 10 has been dragged out because he's got Mark Alphonso Davies pushing forward and allows us to have this back 3 yet again. And then you have Sanchez, who is slowly pushing up as that wing back there. But as you can see, Mazraoui there, 1, 2, 3, all players in there pushing forward, 3 defenders, and then you have our 3 players as well attacking. There is always an overflow of players and options on here to create passing movements and create passing plays that creates chances like that, gives us acres of space. He gets a cracking shot off and puts the ball in the back of the net. The one goal we did concede, as you would have guessed, yes, it's a set piece. So we pick up the ball here. Nice one from Pavard, finding the gaps. Players all over the place. You can see them all in. Gets a little bit lucky there, but the ball poorly distributed over the top. We should have played it a little bit shorter there, but that's just one thing that we notice in here as well. We do pick up the balls. Goretzka's playing it through. Look at the space here, guys. Look at the shadow striker. He is just literally an acres of space. No one is even there because the defenders are too bothered about the strikers that are involved here. So we can have an overlapping pass here that comes through as our overlapping wing back, or we might have Pavard pushing forward here, but you have got a pass there, which will be a tough one, but this ball here is good, or we could try play over the top as Choupo-Moting is in through. We do go back, plate a little bit safe. He's pretty much playing like 3 strikers here. There's a lot of space and a lot of movement around here. As you can see, all of them making a run, just causing confusion with the defenders. I've got 4 players in the box, and there is an easy goal for us. We get a little bit lucky with the deflection. Choupo-Moting's going to take that. It's just easy play. It's just creating so much movement for the team that's just confusing the defenders completely. And we're moving this ball around, and that is another acres upon acres of space and time there to put the ball in the back of the net. So Champions League final, and we do get one from the set pieces here. Gets a little bit of a clearance out. Then we're going to mop up, reset, and just have a look how we reset up here as I go a little bit faster. Straight away, you can see all our players pushing back. So Hernandez is back into the team. Davis is there. Pavard, De Ligt, Musiala, all here just offering options. But we still have the 3 players here who are going to be our main like strikers, as shadow strikers and DLFs and advanced forwards there. So we can definitely make something from it. Just lurking on the edge of the defense there. You can see waiting for the ball. Look at that run there coming across from Gnabry. Absolute fantastic. Also, Davis pushes forward, being an absolute threat as that inverted wing back. And there, where is Goretzka? Right at the back stick. No one is even marking him because they're dealing with the players that are all around here. And he's in absolutely acres of space still there. And if that was any marking from anyone else, I would have been absolutely fuming. It's a great take and a great goal for him, but he just creates that space because that many players are forward. Big win again from Goretzka, pushing forward as well. Muller finds a ball. There he is. Sadio Mane against his former club, playing as that advanced forward, once again breaking down the defence and just absolutely opens them up as a good header there. Alisson, I don't know what happened there. Absolutely really poor from him, but a fantastic run there. As we get the ball with Gnabry down the right-hand side, plays to Pavard, overlapping yet again. Mane finding some space, movements again. Thomas Muller gets the ball in, 4-2. We win the Champions League. Absolute glorious stuff you see from it, and it's working really well. As you can see, Goretzka getting involved. Goretzka was actually playing as the Vol. There, the Segundo Volante, and you saw him in acres of space because no one's marking him up because he's playing as a DM. So he gets to run all the way up the field, and he just found himself in that acres of space there. And you guys, you're probably saying, Tick, you are buying, so going to get some good results. Yeah, we are. We have this tactic suits a more stronger side. I'm not going to lie, because if I show you some other sims that I did, I'll show you who I won the league with. As you can see with Norwich, yes, Norwich are a strong side, but this is what I'm saying. Stronger sides, this tactic will work for them a lot better as well. Very happy to see Stoke are in that run as well. They're getting promoted, but different story. I'm a Stoke fan. But yeah, as you can see there, Timo Pukki getting 41 goals for us. Nunez getting 16 assists, same as Josh Sargent as well. 116 goals scored this season with only 40. The best of both there. And no wonder we absolutely flew there. How many did we lose? We lost 6 games all season, which isn't too bad. But the 31 wins is absolutely brilliant. And I'll show you one more as well. As you can see, we've won the league with Napoli as well. We finished top of the league, 10 points clear as well. Victor Osimhen gained us 41 goals that season. Zielinski as well gained us 18 as well. We did get the highest goal scores as well with 89 and conceded the least with 29 as well. So best attack and best defense in the league. We only lost 6 all season. We lost to Atalanta, Torino, Lazio, Milan, Udinese and Fiorentina there. We only got draws against Juventus, Udinese and Sassuolo, but as you can see, we got wins against Lazio, Roma we beat twice, Inter Milan we beat twice, AC Milan we beat at home. There is some great results against some big sides here as well. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite win any of the European Cups here, but we did win the league. And as you can see in the Cups there, we got knocked out of the Champions League. And this one with Napoli, which was a little bit disappointing, but all for it in the league. We absolutely smashed it. Maybe getting some stronger defenders in there or something along the lines of midfielders might be the play, but that's for a different story. But guys, let me know how you got on with this tactic. If you did, the link will be in the description for you to use it. Hopefully you do, and let me know how you get on. I highly recommend this for higher teams. Don't go into a mid-table team expecting to win the league with this one. I don't think it'd work. You need to bring in players to suit this tactic to get it where it is. Personally, it's not going to be a plug-in and play unless you are one of the top boys. I think that is where you need to be. You need to be challenging for the title, a team full of quality and knows the technique of playing as well as work rates as well for this one to work. That's why Bayern worked so well. They're full of teamwork and work rates. But guys, if you want to see me build tactics live, I'm live over at Twitch, www.twitch.tv/Ticker147. You'll see me live most days at 9 a.m. in the morning where we're trying to take a tier 8 side all the way to the Premiership. So make sure you're checking that out. It'd be wonderful to have you over there. And also hit the like and subscribe to this channel. We're nearly 900. We're nearly at 900, which will be absolutely bonkers, and it'll be great for you to be part of the building community that we've got over here. So guys, thank you very much for clicking on this video, taking a little part of your day, checking out my content. It means the absolute world to me, and I'll catch you all next time. Much love, and bye-bye.